Alright. Sengoku 3. I don't even know that's how you say it. Let me just talk about this shit for a second, though. You see there's 4 characters, but after level 3, you'll get 2 more characters. You got a selection of places here. They all suck. That's pretty much it. This game, I think part 2 is way better. There's nothing wrong with the graphics. There's nothing wrong with the gameplay. All the characters have cool combos, very unique. The thing that just like what makes the game, in my opinion, bad is it drags on. You fight the same shit over and over and over, and it just drags on, and you just fight more of the same shit. A lot of ninjas and shit. There's not much switch to the levels. The levels are very basic. You know, it's a brawler, so you're always going from left to right. But like, you go to Japan, you go to America, you go all the Italy. It's all forgettable because none of it like sticks in your head. Where like playing the second game, you get on the horses and there's this crazy background and the drumming and all that cool shit. None of that fun stuff happens in this third game. The bosses, most of the bosses are just a samurai guy who jumps around, and every time he touches the ground, fire. So you touch him when he's on fire, you just fucking take damage. And that's it. And then they always spawn in other dudes to fucking stab you in the back. There's an electric samurai guy. The Phoenix, which you'll see later, that boss, that's the best boss in the game. That's the most fun boss fight. And it makes sense. It's a grind. This game, like, it's not fun. It's just a grind. And that's all it feels like. It feels like part 3 is like, hey, part 2 is decent. Let's continue riding that fucking title of a good name. And we'll make something that just fucking drains quarters. That's how this, it's like, what else I put this up with? What was it? The monster game. I fucking just did a video about it. It's the same thing. It feels like just a cheap money grab. Like, oh, okay, here's Italy. There's a piece of pizza. We got the floating. But this is mostly all you see is shit like this. It doesn't change up. There's not like any fancy or nice backgrounds. You still fight the same fucking ninjas and shit. It's just like the game doesn't get decent or exciting or like I want to play it after the 4th or the 3rd level. Like when you first knock out those first 3, then the game like picks up. It switches the monsters up. It doesn't switch up a lot, but it switches up just like a little bit to be fun. This guy is my least favorite guy, but I am pretty decent with him, but he is my least favorite. Like, okay, here's some background, more of Italy. Like, this is it. These are the 2 levels. Then you get finally attacked by chicks. You know, tiny boobage. Give them the wood. They're easy to handle. But, again, for, like, the game that came before this, there were so many options and shit. So eventually you'll come across this chick with the jiggly tits. There's another dude you'll fight later, and then after you beat these 2, they join your side. And they are the better characters out of all these characters. You get some sluts to help get in on you. But it's every boss fight's the same. And 2 of the boss fights are just fighting 2 of the characters that become playable later. So there's not a lot of variation of any of the bosses. This kind of sucks. But I will say, like, the overall graphics and the sound, like, here's Japan. This is the most exciting part of Japan. Is people in Japan, is this what you see every day? The noise factory sign and just the fucking thing going on. And then Ghost Samurai. again, the level design. I think if you like hard games, this is way up your alley because it can be fucking tough and it feels, it's a fucking grind. It's just a grind, and it is, to me, that's not fun. Yeah, just like eventually in Japan you fight the Falcon guy. He's not bad. He's super up close though. And then when you beat him, look, he spawns in motherfuckers, and same thing. And after you beat them both, this shit happens. Jiggly tits. They do their little special, whatever the fuck that demon thing was, and then the fireballs. You'll fight those little demon guys later, but like not till like the 4th or 5th level. And then they add, Vegeta over here. I gotta run with the big titty lady. Go back to the big titty lady. There you go. Smart move. Jigglypuff it is. And the country selection is really weird. Like Brazil, Italy. Like why? Why those 2 countries? And like now you're fighting frogs. And they're shooting their tongues at you, whacking you in the tits. Puking on the floor, whatever the hell that shit's supposed to be. It's like this game just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's all over the place with ninjas, and then it gets weird with Brazil and frogs. And they just keep jumping in. And then you fight the demon guys, which are kind of cool. They can shoot their head off, launch it at you. But this is like, this is the most bizarre, as it gets. Well, there's a weird boss, but yeah, I mean, I don't even know why? Why is this happening? I don't know. Brazil's known for their fire temples with their spikes and their Japanese ghost head ball things. These things are just goofy as fuck. And it's like they're not hard to deal with, but you got fire on the floor, spikes over there. This is probably my favorite part because it's the most going on. Like you have the snake, you have your 3 fucking frogs that look like backgrounds. Like, okay, we had fun here, but then that's it. No more goofy fun shit in the rest of the game. No more like a little snake guy for you. It's like you could have done stuff like this all throughout the game and it would have been kind of fun, but no. And here's some footage of this guy up close. I'm the shit with him, like with most people. But his combos are pretty solid. Look at that, right in the fucking face. The spear. Fucking every game where there's asshole spear guys. Ninja Turtles, assholes guys with staffs. It's like, fuck, get close. And then one jumps in at you. The same bullshit everywhere. Ghost arm. So here's the Phoenix. This is the, out of all the fights, the most unique and fun. It's weird. Brazil makes no sense, but Brazil's the most, like, unique fucking boss and map. And then, here's the little Jesus. And then you get the little ghost guys that pretty much just summon bats. Don't throw knives or anything. They just keep sending bats at you. The game's all over the fucking place. And the ultimate boss, the frog with the cannon. I don't even, like, who is this man? Is this a cultural thing? Japanese man with a box, the yin yang. America now. Finally a place, freedom. I've never seen one of those bicycles ever in the United States. And the giant bird people are new too. Again, like, why is this in America? Like, are we fighting freedom? Are we fighting against freedom birds? And I don't understand why they have helmets and, like, suits. They have armor on. This is not the America I know. Now this is the America I know. We're being invaded. There's a wall there. It's kind of not working, and there's sluts with knives. That's the America I know. It's another part of the world, and look, another samurai boss. He does the same shit over and over. Summons two dudes and just sends like electrical shit at you. Oh, the diversity of bosses. Very diverse here. My slow energy balls. And the final place, Toyota. Kyoto. I know, I'm just being an asshole. This background is nice. But no, don't worry about that, because we're going in a fucking hole in the ground where you're just going to see some ancient hallways and fight more of the same shit. They're the dogs. I forgot about the dogs. These are different. Don't know why they weren't in the streets of anywhere else, you know. We saved the dogs for just, you know, in Japan. And then the dogs look ridiculous. And then we get some more guys with swords. What's new? Oh, I like the dudes with the axes. They're like sub-bosses. They're not real bosses. They're just tougher assholes. But again, like a new guy that doesn't show up until the very end of the game. Which is like, why even bother at this point? There was a cool door that I had to fight. Threw out little ghost people who only are torsos. Weird. Just the interesting idea, you know. Back in the Contra days where walls could kill you. Well, you kill the door, and then you just can't even go in. Yeah, this is the background, very unique. Here's the final boss. Now, if you play part 2, the boss in part 2 is way more exciting. Look, he spawned in dudes. What's new? At least he's got the shoulder snake things. The skulls on the shoulders do stuff. But it's again, it's the same thing. Look, now I can send skulls and just stay untouchable in this phase. And then when you kill his friends, he just calls 2 more. It's the same thing over and over. If I'm gonna continue playing a shitty game, I'll at least have some tits bouncing around. Yeah, part 2 is a lot better. It's shorter. It's more to the point. I think the bosses are more unique. Again, I can't shit on the graphics or the sound or anything or the controls, because that's all pretty decent. It's just, I think part 3 comes way too short when part 2 felt like almost like a bare minimum kind of side brawling game, but had a lot of nice little fun extras. And this game, in my opinion, just falls short. I got it for $5. I don't recommend paying more than $10 for it. It's probably a lot more fun with friends, but it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't own the arcade version of this. If I could, even if I had like a disposable income to buy arcades in space, like I wouldn't own this. I think part 2 is a lot better, and that's just how I feel about it. Alright, well, that's it. I'm gonna go play some other shitty games. Take care, bye.